Rilakkuma hanging on a teacup for your tea bag to hang on, and for that I need a brownish color. So I take a normal brown, an opaque white, and a little yellow, and I'm going to mix these three colors into one, and then I will be right back. So I have my brown clay here, and I made a tiny tin foil, a roll oblong, and I put a pin in it to attach the head later. And I'm going to cover this with my clay, and I'm happy with the size of my body and the clay around it. I am going to make the feet, and I roll it out in a sausage for the back feet, back leg, making two and sticking them on the bottom of my little bear, and I'm going to soften out the connection. And then I'm going to take a tiny piece of clay and I am going to roll it in a ball. Rolling it in a ball and putting it on the back as his tail. And I am going to make the front legs just like I did the back legs, taking a piece of clay and rolling it and cutting it in half. And I'm going to connect them on the front side of this body. Then I'm going to take my cup and I am going to make his small front legs go down and over the edge of my cup so that he will hang right there, like this. And I am going to bake him, not on the cup, but I am going to bake him, and then I will be back. I baked the little body, so now I can hang here, and I made a little hook thing like on my pin. So I'm going to make the head now, and for that I take a little part of my clay and put that aside for the ears, and then I have the rest of it, and I am going to shape it into a oblong ball, and I am going to squeeze it over. So I'm shaping my head and I'm placing it carefully, and then I'm going to take some opaque white, just a tiny bit, and I am going to roll it into a tiny ball. So here you can see a tiny ball, and I am going to roll it a bit oblong like that and squeeze it flat. And I am going to put a tiny bit of bacon bond on my little figurine here where I want my nose. Taking the nose piece and putting it. I'm so sorry about that, but I am squeezing the little white piece on the head like that, and I'm going to make the eyes with this. And a tiny nose. And I am going to take my ball tool and I am going to make a small indent for the eyes. And again I'm using a tiny bit of bacon bond. I got all too much in there. I'm going to roll these small black pieces So a nice little ball, and put it in my indent. So now my little Rilakkuma bear looks like this. And I am going to roll the nose, and I am going to make a small indent for that as well. Taking a bit of baking bond and sticking my nose on with that. I'm going to paint on the mouth, so we will leave that for now. But I am going to take the rest of my clay, and I am going to take half it, roll it into a ball, and I make it a bit flat. Something like that. Doing that with the other one as well. Trying to make them just the same size. And then again I am going to take tiny bits of bacon bond and put it a tiny bit of bacon bond where you want the ears. Take your ears and stick them to the head like that, and you can you can use a tool trying to secure them. I'm going to take a bigger dotting tool and make a small indent in the ears like this. And now I'm going to bake it again, and then I will be back. I baked my Rilakkuma. I'm having a permanent pen here, and with that I am going to make the mouth. And you can paint the inside of the ears yellow if you feel like. I really don't want to do that. But that's about it. Now he can hang on the cup. And you can put your tea bag around him so it won't fall in. And yeah. So that's your Rilakkuma tea bag holder.